Hey everybody, Paul here coming at you with a how-to for MetaMask. I'm going to be explaining how this works and some tools that you can use along with it to make your interaction with the Ethereum network as seamless and easy as possible. Just to be straightforward, there's no really simple way to do this video. MetaMask can be intimidating at times and does require a few other websites to track what you're doing behind the scenes, but that's really not too bad once you get used to things, and it's pretty easy to do. And I'm going to go step by step with you, and we're going to learn this together. So let's go ahead and start from the top. What you want to do is install the MetaMask browser on Google Chrome, which I went ahead and did. Now, for the sake of this video, I set a few things up, but one very important thing is in the top right-hand side of your screen, you'll see this little orange fox. Click that guy to access MetaMask. Now, when that occurs, it's going to ask you, of course, to create a password. Save that password. It's also going to give you a string of words. Save those words. That's called your private seed. You need that if you ever lose your password or want to generate this account on another computer. So even if you have your computer, your password goes down, you got to have that private seed to get back into your account. So save that. It's important. Once that's complete, you'll be able to access your main account. Now, what I want to do here is go over everything that you see on the MetaMask extension, which you see in this little triangle here, or the rectangle here, and just explain what it does. This little hamburger menu in the top right, that gives you things like settings, logout, info help, and trying the new beta version. Don't worry about the beta right now, we're just acquainting ourselves. This will allow you to select what account you want to use. Right now, since we just downloaded the extension, we have a single account, but you can create a new account to use alongside this extension, another account inside of it, or import an already existing account using like a JSON file or something like that. Here is the main Ethereum network. This is an important component. You'll normally always be on the main Ethereum network, and unless you're a technical user, you really have no reason to jump onto any of these test networks. So make sure you have the main Ethereum network selected. Boom, there you go. This short string of letters and numbers is your Ethereum address. Double-clicking does highlight the entirety of it, but for convenience and privacy's sake, they have left a shortened version that actually displays, so that's cool. This little three dot here, you can click, view your account on Etherscan, show a QR code for quick scanning using a phone, copy the address to clipboard, or export the private key for safe storage. Exporting the private key is something you can put on a hard drive and put it in a safe, something like that. Here you can buy Ethereum, which is pretty neat. You can use Coinbase or Shapeshift using other crypto. I haven't personally used either of these services, but nonetheless, it seems to be making onboarding a bit easier. We don't want to do that right now, so we'll hit cancel, go back to the main menu. And of course, importantly, you can hit send and send Ethereum. I went ahead and funded this account using this address. I just double clicked it, right click, copy, even allows you to search Google for that address. But yeah, just copy that. And that's the account that you use to send Ethereum to. It's actually the account you use to send any tokens to as well. You see we have no transaction history, like I said, it's a new account. And same with tokens. However, interestingly enough, I have sent tokens to this account and they don't display. This is something that many users have complained about with MetaMask, so I'm going to address this issue today and do my best to clear this up for everybody out there. MetaMask is a great standalone tool and has great implications for the Ethereum network. However, it has kind of like a sidekick that runs with it. They're two separate entities but work so well together. This is My Ether Wallet. What I love about My Ether Wallet, you go, it gives you all of these warnings. Hey, be safe. And they're not a bank, and that's very, very important, guys. My Ether Wallet's not a bank. I don't want to say they don't protect your funds. They do a fantastic job protecting your funds, but really at the end of the day, it's your job to secure your private keys, and they're very transparent about that and want to make sure that your funds are safe. They're saying, hey, we're just a tool to help you interact with the Ethereum network. So every time you access it, you get this warning just to let you know. So safety first. I highly recommend something like a Ledger, a Trezor, something like that. That allows you to keep your funds on cold storage, but we'll get to that later. So now we're over at My Ether Wallet. My Ether Wallet allows you to do basically anything with the Ethereum blockchain, such as create a new wallet, you can send Ether tokens, but for right now, what we want to do is go to View Wallet Info. Click that, and what you can do is interact using the MetaMask application. Second option right here, so we'll click that, and connect to MetaMask. From there, you'll see our Ethereum address. Let's go ahead and click in the top right, our actual MetaMask application, and you'll see OX530, OX530, same thing. So this is the same account. You can see we have the 0 or 0.01 Ethereum, but we have 50 view tokens. So it's displaying here, and it's in the wallet, so it's safe and sound, nothing to worry about. It's actually here, but we can't see it on MetaMask. So let's go ahead and address that issue. I'm going to try and help you guys out with this one. My other favorite site for this is etherscan.io. It's great. If you want to find out any tokens information and add it to MetaMask, this is your go-to. Now, we saw that we have view tokens. Let's go ahead and look that up on the blockchain. Look up view. We have card stack. That's not it. Boom. View. Right there. Viewly. That's what we want. We'll click that. And look at all this nice information. It gives you the total supply, holders, transfers, but that's not what we're interested in. We want the contract. So we're going to go ahead and copy this contract here. And I'll show you why here in 1 second. We're going to go to tokens and add token. From here, it's asking you for the token contract address. That's exactly what this is. So we'll put that in here. You see decimals is 18. Looks like decimals of precision is 18, so that's good. And the token symbol is view. Normally, you'll already know the token symbol since that's how we're looking it up. And if you're receiving tokens, generally you're going to know about it. So we'll go ahead and add in view as the ticker and click add. And there it is. Those are the 50 view tokens that we saw over on My Ether wallet. And so now they are able to be seen on our MetaMask account. So that's super, super convenient. Now, one of the downsides of MetaMask as well is you can send Ethereum using this button here. So it asks you to input an Ethereum address, an amount, and then you're good to go. We'll go ahead and click this back button here. But what you can't do is send tokens. This is another handy reason for My Ether wallet. So we'll head back over to My Ether wallet, click send Ether tokens right here. Again, we're going to use the MetaMask option. Head over to connect to MetaMask. And from here, you can see the amount to send. We'll leave that blank, but it's denominated in ETH. And there's a little drop down arrow. We'll click that, and voila, you have view. From here, you can click send entire balance if you want to know exactly how many you have. You could also see that over here on the right-hand side. And of course, you want to enter the Ethereum address that you're sending these tokens to. That's always important. One thing to mention as well about the MetaMask integration, after you've sent those tokens using the My Ether wallet friendly site, whenever you're sending a transaction over the Ethereum network, it is denominated in gas and gwei. Let me go ahead and find an address really quickly. Sorry about that. Had to go grab an address from an account that I am in control of for explanation purposes. Let's go ahead and click on MetaMask in the top right-hand side of our screen to open up the application. Now, let's go ahead and send some Ethereum to another Ethereum address. You'll see below a failed transaction from an experiment that I just tried, so ignore that for now. We'll click send, and it'll ask for our recipient address. From here, I'll paste the address that I copied and enter an amount. I only have 0.01 Ethereum, so I'll send 0.006 and click next. Something important to note that's a really incredible thing for the MetaMask application is the gas limit and gas price. Gas limit is the total amount you want to spend, and that's in place to ensure that you just don't drain your account on some kind of scammy smart contract. It's automatically set with the MetaMask application, so don't worry about it. So, for example, we're sending Ethereum to an Ethereum address. The gas limit is automatically set at 21,000 units because it's a relatively simple transaction. If it were to be, say, transferring tokens to another token address, that could be a higher amount of units, but nonetheless, it's preset by MetaMask, so you don't have to adjust that variable. The gas price, however, is a variable that does need to be adjusted, depending on network congestion. So let's say, instead of 21 ETH or 1 gwei, I'm going to increase this to 8 gwei, or 8 cents, since I want the transaction to go pretty swiftly. I'll click submit. And using these little 3 dots, click that, and it'll send me automatically to etherscan.io, one of the websites we've already seen, and it'll give me a basically explanation of how long it may take and how my transaction is faring. Don't worry if you see transaction information pending, that just means it's being worked through the Ethereum network. Let's go ahead and refresh that page, and already we've had success. 20 seconds ago, probably not exactly perfectly accurate, but nonetheless it looks like it's been transferred to the other wallet, so that works out swimmingly. So just keep in mind that this will automatically set the price of... Yep, so keep in mind the gas limit is the one you don't need to mess with. The gas price is the variable that you can adjust. Also holds true for my Ether wallet. It automatically sets the gas limit for you too, which is pretty cool. So hopefully this video gave you a bit of explanation as to how MetaMask works, some of the differences between gas and Gwei, and how to send a transaction using MetaMask, and how to view your tokens. If anybody has any questions, they found this video informative, or if they still have some questions that they need to have answered, feel free to drop me a comment below. I'll put some useful links in the description as well to hopefully embellish this a bit more. But for now, my name is Paul. Thanks so much for watching. We are CryptideCast, and remember, the tide is rising.